Hello and welcome to Simlify. My name is Amy and today we are building a treehouse. Not just any treehouse though, an actual house in a tree. This is not just something that you go and play in your garden, which by the way is pretty cool. I never had one, so I'm probably just jealous. But this is an actual house that your Sims can live in that is built around a tree. So I was very excited for this build because I always like to do something a little bit different from time to time, and obviously building a house around a tree is a little bit different, so I really enjoyed it. I kind of had a sim in mind for it. I was thinking of a sim who is male and has green hair and would really enjoy the outdoors and gardening and would be very kind of I don't know a better term than kind of loosey-goosey. He is very chilled about everything, very open-minded about lots of things. He's very like, don't need barriers, man, it's all cool, it's all gravy. So I did actually make him afterwards and put him in the treehouse and it really suited him. So this treehouse is going to be very colourful inside. It's going to be a bit kind of a mishmash of colours and patterns. I also had just got the laundry day pack as well just before I did this build, so I wanted something that I could put the laundry day stuff in. I was really glad with a lot of the items that came with laundry day. I don't know if I'm that big of a fan of the gameplay. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I know a lot of people don't like it. They say that it just makes gameplay so much harder because you have to worry about cleaning clothes and stuff. I don't know. I think, you know, it's weird that The Sims didn't have any washing machines in The Sims 4, so I get the addition of it, and they do look quite cool. I mean, you can have them and not use them, I suppose. Do you have to have a laundry basket to use them, I guess? I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't played around with it enough, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of it, because I know there's quite a divide between Simmers of those who like it and those who really dislike it and just kind of take it completely out of their gameplay. So as you can see at the moment, the treehouse, I'm making sure that it's all wooden so that it sort of blends in with its surroundings. I'm building this in Brindleton Bay, I believe, which is lovely and green and lots of trees, so thought it was the perfect place to build this treehouse. I've put these little light bulbs in from the laundry day pack. This is one item that I absolutely loved from that pack. It is so simple, but I think it's really, really cute. And you can use it in so many different ways. You can make it, you can put it in kind of like a rustic building. You can put it in more of a fancy building as kind of a feature. I thought it worked really, really well in this build because in a treehouse you're not going to have the setup that you would have in a regular house, so you might you probably would just have all of these bulbs kind of hanging wherever you can get them. I also put some little wall lamps on the tree as well, kind of as if they've been nailed into the tree. They're all slightly different heights. So there is kind of a vibe in this treehouse of things just being thrown together, and the Sim who lives here has kind of made do with what they've got. And actually I think they did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, by kind of using different things to usual. So we don't have walls to separate the rooms, we actually have curtains instead, because I thought that that would be a little bit more suitable for this kind of hippie-ish vibe, I suppose you could say. And I really, really love those curtains that we've used here to drape over the window. They are one of my absolute favourite items. What did they come with? Did they come with bowling? Oh, I can't quite remember, but I love those. I wish we had more swatches of them, to be honest, but you can use them in so many different builds. I also didn't put a dresser or a wardrobe. I just put a rack of clothes because I thought that that kind of fit in with this throwing stuff together kind of build. We've got quite a nice large bathroom. I was thinking, should I put the toilet on the tree? And I did. And don't ask me how the plumbing works. It just does. Okay. So I'm not quite sure how you would get the plumbing to work if it was attached to the tree. Some kind of magic. If you're a plumber, you can let me know in the comments below how you would deal with that, or if you could deal with that. So I'm just making sure that there's quite a bit of clutter in this treehouse as well. Wanted it to be kind of somewhere that someone likes to collect. There'd be sort of lots of ornaments and little bitty things here and there that maybe you've picked up at a charity shop, or, you know, just someone who doesn't really throw a lot of things away, but also has a bit of style. I feel like this treehouse does still have a look. It's a look, ladies and gentlemen. I also really liked having the bath right next to the windows, because the idea of this treehouse is that there is no one else around, and so you can just have these open windows which you can sit in your bathtub and look out of and just enjoy the view. I also really didn't want any actual windows, so these are just holes in the walls, because I felt like the sim who lives here would want to feel the fresh air and really be one with nature. I was struggling a little bit to work out where I was going to put the kitchen, and then I decided actually I don't need to put the kitchen on a wall like I normally do. I was really like, oh god, I'm running out of walls. I could just make it an island. So the entire kitchen is basically an island with this really cool sink coming off the side of it. That is also from the laundry day pack. And then I think I'm going to put in the washing machine and tumble dryer, although I was struggling to find them at first because they weren't in appliances, I think. I was getting really confused, but managed to find them anyway. I do quite like that we can have them different colours and they are stackable. That was really kind of the vibe I was going for here. And then I think from Get Famous we've got that laundry powder there. So I'm just putting up these curtains that I love so much and just changing a few of the swatches. Eventually I decided that I was having too much blue, and so I think I changed them back. So this, having the kitchen as like this island, gave me the space then to have a bit of a living room area. The problem was I didn't want the living room area or the kitchen to be sort of looking at the bathroom. Because it's a curtain, I didn't want it to just be looking straight into it. So it ended up working really well, and then just separated off the living room area with this divider, and then a collection of potted plants, because I thought this sim would want to bring the outside in, definitely, and would just have kind of a little cluster of plants. I hate the word cluster. I hate the word cluster. Oh, it's horrible. A collection of plants. Do you have a word that you cannot stand? I know a lot of people have a problem with the word moist. I don't really hate that word, but cluster is my one. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm just making a little dining area here as well. So even though this treehouse is, it's basically everything is on one level. You'll see in a bit that there are a few things upstairs, but basically it's all on one level, and it's not massive. We still have all of the different spaces that we need. So I thought this was really sweet here, this little dining area, just there by the window, so you can sit, have your breakfast, look out at all of the trees, feel the breeze on your cheeks. And then I just wanted to bring a little bit more foliage in, some mirrors. I really like gardens, as in outdoor gardens rather than indoor tree houses, that have mirrors in them. I always think that looks so pretty and kind of whimsical, like a magical fairy garden or something with windows in it. I had a nightmare trying to place the toilet roll on the tree, but we got there in the end, because it's very important to give them that toilet roll even though Sims don't interact with it. I just really need to make sure that it's in there. I think, we added some more pots, and I also earlier, put in a laundry basket as well, because I was really looking forward to using a lot of the laundry day stuff. A little bit more foliage here, so I thought the wreath was really pretty, like the sim probably would have made that. I absolutely love all of those paintings. That one that I just put up, there's one of a woman in like a blue dress. It's gorgeous. Wasn't quite right for this build, but I really do love it. I also really like the front door. For some reason, it reminds me of the film Frozen. I don't know why. I suppose it's kind of that look. Let me know in the comments if you know what I mean. But I just thought it was really cute, and it looks like, you know, the sim who's living here has hand painted it and stenciled on the kind of pictures on there as well. So just making a bit of a feature of the doorway there, making a proper entrance, and then upstairs we're going to have this dining area so that your sim can invite people over and host other sims at their house. They can sit upstairs and look out at the world and the tops of the trees. It'd be a really lovely place to have dinner. They've also got a bit of a rooftop or treetop bar there. I thought that one was really pretty because it's got all the lights around it as well. And then a kind of viewing area where I thought they could just go up with a book, or they can just go up and chat. And now I'm just putting in some extra lighting. Didn't want too much. Oh, and I put in this kind of skylight using the dance floor because I wanted there to be some natural light coming in. I'm sure with today's technology and skills you can put a tree right through a glass skylight. And then I also kind of put that sort of glass gazebo, or, you know, that kind of glass roofing over the stairs so that it doesn't get too rainy in there because they are obviously open. Now I'm just doing a little bit of landscaping because of course this build needed a lot of trees. And then I decided to put a little pond in as well, just to make it a little bit more fun and make the whole kind of lot a bit more natural looking, and somewhere that your sim can kind of go and relax. So the sim that I was saying that I had in mind for this build would definitely enjoy kind of walking around outside, looking at the pond, going and doing a lot of gardening, so I thought that this would suit them really well. There's also obviously with this build room to grow, so if you had a sim on this lot and they had a family and you wanted another bedroom, you could always go up. I mean, you could go down as well, but I think the idea of a treehouse is that it's suspended in the air. So you could definitely build up and just build like another room up there, so you could have part of it with the table, the dining area as kind of like a balcony, and then you could have a room up where the stairs are. So there's definitely lots of potential for this home to grow. My game kept glitching out at this point and I kept trying to move trees and they kept not moving, and it was really really annoying. It doesn't look so bad when it's sped up, but I spent ages. And these are the screenshots. So we're done now. It's autumn in the game, so you can see those red trees. This is the kitchen. I was actually really happy with this build in the end. And everything is, you know, kind of player tested and it all works. There's my sim self in her lovely hat, just exploring the house. I really like the bathroom. I think for such a small house, you've got a massive bathroom, which is quite nice. And then, yeah, we've just got the upstairs, kind of the decking roof area, whatever you want to kind of call it, with our dining space. So hopefully your Sims will be very happy up there. I also put some gardening supplies up there too with some seeds. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and I will speak to you soon.